I am in Star Wars, so I should probably know more. I'm learning as I'm recording the scripts.
So have you seen the Star Wars movies?
Some of them. Some of them. My first job that wasn't acting related was working in Starbucks as a barista, and was a great job because I could just hook my friends up with frappuccinos all the time. That would have been when I was part of the super troupe in McDonald's Young Entertainers. It's actually a really terrible story. It's actually terrible because my sister, who's younger than me, really wanted to audition. There's a little ad in the newspaper. Hey, if you'd like to sing and dance and be on TV, come to this place. I went with her and we did a duet. We came back and there was a phone call and it was so awkward because they're like, oh, we really like Michelle, but yeah, just Michelle. I think she feels like she dodged a bullet. She's a very, very competent and successful medical professional now. So some might say she made the better life choice. It was for this high school lesbian drama called South of Nowhere for Nickelodeon. And I just remember being amazed by how much food the craft service had. It was like, I was like, wait, is this lunchtime? Oh no, they're just rolling out like a hot dog stand and like bowls of like Jolly Ranchers. And it was just next level, and I'd never experienced catering like that on a set before. And the acting was cool too. Rice. My mum is really impressed because I'm trying to be a minimalist in the kitchen. Like I don't like heaps of clutter, even though I do have a lot of things. And I know how to cook rice without a rice cooker. My mum keeps trying to force me like to buy a rice cooker. I was like, I don't need it. I just need a saucepan and a lid. I'm doing it old school. It was just so unexpected. But it was also quite weird because literally that same afternoon I got another call to say that my character was going to not be coming back on the series. So it was literally like, oh my gosh, whoa, what a career high, to like, what? I feel like it was a really good encapsulation of what it's like to be an actor. Like you just can never get too ahead of yourself. I don't remember having much autonomy when I was like a little kid. And then I was on a show as an actor where as an actor you don't get any say in your hair. Like literally my hair was blue for a good chunk of my teenage life, which I actually was fine with. I'd say my choice was probably cutting a mullet and a rat's tail, which was really fashionable back then. And that's when I was living in Melbourne and working on Neighbours. But I think because of that very early introduction to being playful with hair, I've always had a bit of a fascination with, trying different things. So much so that I'm now directing a series about it. I don't know if I've even ever told anyone this, but I think I would have been maybe like 9, and it was Christmas Eve, and I had snuck out to see if anyone had come to leave presents under the Christmas tree and gone back to bed. I was on the top bunk because my sister and I shared a room, and I remember crawling up to my top bunk and like lying there, and I swear it looked like the ceiling dissolved into this hole, and this like little house came down from the roof and like just hovered there, and it was sort of looked like a weird gingerbread house with like Christmas lights and stuff. And I remember the sensation of like, oh, I should get down off the bunk and open the door like it's an invitation. But I remember also being simultaneously terrified, being like, this is not happening. Like, wake up, this is so just a dream. And then after a while, it went back up through the hole in the ceiling, and then the ceiling closed over. I should have knocked on the door. Mm-hmm.